Hi, welcome to Multisyllabic Words Routine 25 Step 2. Now Routine 25 is all about the open syllable, and the hand gesture for open syllable is simply an open hand. This step is going to be done with the pink and the yellow deck of cards. Now, at this step, you are going to have the students identify and sort. Are these words open syllable or are they not an open syllable? And now you're just going to add one more step. Once these students identify if it's an open syllable, then you're going to teach them how to read that syllable. So for open syllable, you're going to want to explain that if the vowel has no, there's no vowel or no consonant that follows the first vowel, then it's an open syllable, and you're going to explain that when it's an open syllable, the vowel will simply say its name, its long sound. So the routine and the procedure is still the same. You're still going to say, find the vowel, swoop, open syllable. And then now you're just going to add this final step of sound, I, word, tie. If students see a word that is not an open syllable, then they're just going to go ahead and identify it as find the vowel, swoop, not an open syllable, and then they don't need to read it anymore. They only want to read the open syllable words. So again, it's just important to explain that as soon as students identify that it's an open syllable, now they can know that the vowel is going to say its long sound. And that's really all that sort 2 is about, identifying and reading. So again, this is going to be done with your pink and yellow deck cards. For the pacing, I would say that I typically take about a week to go through this step because it is very similar to step 1. And if students were already showing mastery in step 1, then this is just really adding that reading component. And so it doesn't really take me longer than a week. I do give them a check for understanding at the end. It's the half sheets where they have to sort it on their own. And then I will go around with a clipboard and ask them to read different ones individually for me just to make sure that they are showing mastery. And again, if my students need another week, I can give it to them, but typically I don't. Just a few students will need to be pulled into small group to review that sound. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and now show you what this step would look like in the classroom. All right, so we have been sorting the different words that we've been looking at as open syllable or not open. Today we're going to do the next step. We're going to do the reading. We are going to find out, is this an open syllable or is it not open? And once we find out if it's open, then we're going to learn how to read this syllable. So the first step I'm going to do, I already know, find the vowel, swoop, and I can see that it is a open syllable. So now that we know it's an open syllable, we need to know what sounds do the open syllables make? What sounds do the open syllables make? So the open syllables are going to make the long sound, okay? Can everyone show me? Long sound. And the long sound just says the name of the vowel. So this is going to be, if it's open syllable, I know it's the long sound. So I'm going to say sound, E. Say it with me. E. Then I'm going to go back and read the whole thing. Three. So right now it's just my turn. It's just my turn. So I'm going to do this one. Find the vowel, swoop. I see that there's a consonant here, so it is not an open syllable. So I'm not going to read that. All right, let's go ahead and do that together. If it's an open syllable, we're going to say open, and I'm going to point to the syllable and say sound, and you're going to tell me the sound, which is going to be the long sound. If it's not open, do we read it? No, we're not going to read it. Okay, ready? Together, strong pointy fingers. Are you ready? Ready, begin.
Find the vowel, swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
O. Clo.
Clo. Very good. Okay, so that was a open syllable. Look at that. All right, ready?
Find the vowel, swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
A.
E. Ready, blend.
Leave.
Lee. Very good. So we're going to put that as open. Are you ready? Let's keep going.
Find the vowel, swoop, not an open syllable.
So we do not need to read So we're going to just put it with not open. Okay, let's see if we can keep going.
Find the vowel swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
O.
Blend.
Fro.
Good job. So we put that with open. Ready? All right, now you do it completely on your own. Are you ready? Okay, nice and loud.
Find the vowel swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
I cry. Find the vowel swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
I, my. Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable.
So we don't have to read that one.
Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable. Find the vowel swoop, open syllable. I cry. Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable. Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable.
Why is this not an open syllable? Because when I look at this vowel here, there's nothing to catch it. Why is this one not an open syllable? Nice and loud, Trinity.
Because it has a U and you're thinking for the first one.
Excellent. When I find my vowel, what vowel am I finding?
The
So when I look at that first, it's not open. Very good. Good job. All right, let's see. Is there another one?
Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable.
Why is this one not an open syllable? Nice and loud, Madeline.
Because there's an E and an I and it's supposed to be going for the first vowel.
Yeah, we go for the first vowel, and this has a consonant and a vowel after. You guys are so great that you're able to explain it to me.
Find the vowel swoop, open syllable.
Why is this an open syllable? Why is this an open syllable? Nice and loud, Daniel.
Because there's nothing to catch the answer, and there's no other vowel, and it's the first vowel.
Love it. Nothing to catch it. No other vowel, so it's open. So what does that sound?
Eggs.
Great. Very good. So we're going to put that there.
Find the vowel swoop, not an open syllable.
Very good. All right, last one.
Find the vowel swoop, open syllable.
Sound.
O.
Give yourselves a silent cheer. You can read open syllables. Great job.